grieving mom writes daughter's obituary, but sneaks in a chilling message found in her diary. Delaney Farrell was a teenager when she first tried heroin at a party. Her parents, Brian and Bridget, say she didn't even know what it was at the time. It didn't take long for Delaney to become addicted to heroin, one of the most, if not the most, addictive and illegal drugs known to man. While the Farrell family lives in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, Delaney had recently been staying at a halfway house in a town nearby, trying to get clean. Just as she seemed to be further along on her road to recovery, Delaney overdosed and died in June 2017. She was found lifeless in a public bathroom. She was only 23 years old. While thinking of what to say in her daughter's obituary, she found one of Delaney's brutal, honest and heartbreaking journal entries, poems. She had previously shared the poem with her sister, and it detailed her long struggle with heroin addiction. Bridget decided to include the entry in her obituary. "Funny, I don't remember no good dope days. I remember walking for miles in a dope fiend haze. I remember sleeping in houses that had no electric. I remember being called a junkie, but I couldn't accept it. I remember hanging out in bandos that were empty and dark. I remember shooting up in the bathroom and falling out at the park. I remember nodding out in front of my sister's kid. I remember not remembering half of the things that I did. I remember the dope man's time frame, just 10 more minutes. I remember those days being so sick that I just wanted to end it. I remember the birthdays and holiday celebrations. All the things I missed during my incarceration. I remember overdosing on my bedroom floor. I remember my sister's cry and my dad having to break down the door. I remember the look on his face when I opened my eyes, thinking today was the day that his baby had died. I remember blaming myself when my mom decided to leave. I remember the guilt I felt in my chest, making it hard to breathe. I remember caring so much but not knowing how to show it. And I know to this day that she probably don't even know it. I remember feeling like I lost all hope. I remember giving up my body for the next bag of dope. I remember only causing pain, destruction and harm. I remember the track marks the needles left on my arm. I remember watching the slow breakup of my home. I remember thinking my family would be better off if I just left them alone. I remember looking in the mirror at my sickly completion. I remember not recognizing myself in my own damn reflection. I remember constantly obsessing over my next score, but what I remember most is getting down on my knees and asking God to save me, 'cause I don't want to do this no more. Bridget felt it was important to share Delaney's own words in an effort to prevent someone else from overdosing. She definitely would have wanted me to do it. The obituary is now going viral, and the Farrell family says the response has been overwhelming. They hope it will make a difference for someone else, and it looks like it already has. One reader was so touched by Delaney's poem that she checked herself into rehab. Please share this with your friends on Facebook.